Hello, and welcome to the Idle Heroes 10-Star Cup with me and Smeegs. Say hello, Smeegs.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hello, and I should probably introduce myself for those of you that don't know who I am. I am MKX Jump, and Smeegs is an old member of the stream who's been subscribed for, what, over 3 years now?
I think it's my 3-year anniversary in 2 days.
Wow, longest serving moderator as well, which is it's pretty cool. Those of you that don't know what is about to unfold, we have brought together 15 members of the community to fight in what is a PvP Battle Royale double elimination tournament with 10-star heroes. 10-star heroes that they have taken from Idle Heroes. Rules are simple. There's a few balancing things, like very few of the things in the Void are allowed, if any at all. We're not allowed resonance gear. It's just class armor. You're allowed one of each 5-star hero, well, 10-star hero as they'll be in the fight, and you can only use one of each artifact. It doesn't matter if it's an exclusive artifact. I mean, you could be running a magic source. You're still only allowed one of them each on your lineup. Smigs, you didn't enter this, I don't believe.
No, not this time.
No,
but future ones.
Yeah, but we do have a lot of regulars from the community involved. I have a team entered in, which was all done. There's no cheating going on here. We all pretty much submitted our teams over the weekend. We've had a few days to prepare, and I'm terrified, Smeegs. There is some crazy lineups.
There are.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very entertaining.
And any heroes that you are thinking are going to run away with this?
Well, the obvious one's Holmes Young.
Mm.
His CC and poison over time is a pretty nasty combo.
Yep.
But Cruz, as always, is one of those hidden,
Yeah, I think
jack-in-the-box heroes.
Yeah, a well-built Cruz with low HP could just wreck assassin teams, just like, attack me! And then a whole team gets stunned by that final passive. And I think if you do find that you don't know what a lot of these heroes do, it might be like educational for people that are new to the community. And perhaps you should go back and rewatch some of the discussions that I've put on YouTube about older heroes, because a lot of people, like, they skip past those parts of the video. If you go look at my analytics, it's like, Ada, no, I don't want to learn about that hero. Or Cruz, no one cares about him. They just want to know about the good heroes. But actually, some people, I think, are really going to show some heroes. I think off is the right word. They're going to show them off in a way we haven't seen. We've got Moraxes in here. We've got one Gloria who could be incredible. Wow. Yeah. We've got a few Unimaxes. I think we're going to see OG pre-transcendent format where Unimax was really strong.
Heroes that really shone without Purify.
Oh, yeah. And then there's Garuda.
There's always Garuda.
She's going to suck. Honestly, the one hero I was scared of was Mim. But in my personal testing, like I'm running a Mim on my team. And in my personal testing, I've realized that you just can't beat Garuda if you're running Mim as a strategy, because Garuda heals. Yeah. Oh,
Burster.
I'm terrified. Should we take a look at the first matchup? Should we see who we have?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. In the first matchup, we have Sedated versus Moptosh. Sedated, unique about him, he's running the Fox Pet, I think.
The only one.
The only Fox Pet of the whole tournament. And we have a Unimax with a Receptor, which should be pretty disgusting. Early observations I want to make from this matchup, both are using Energy Wall Deck. One has put the Melodic Strings on him, the other's gone with the Demon Bell. We have a Nakia in here from Sedated, but she looks a bit slow. She's using a Golden Crown, so I don't know if she's going to be as impactful as she could be. But there is Fiona.
So, AMB Cruz is an interesting one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go with the Receptor. But then again, the Receptor is being taken up by the Unimax.
The Unimax, which makes sense considering his particular skill set.
Yeah, another thing I find interesting about the particular team structure, Garuda's on the back line, which means she is begging to get wrecked by Unimax. And if she gets taunted by that Unimax, it could be game over. A taunted Garuda could really just flop.
This is true. Although I can't quite remember in its base form, but does Magic Stone Sword have some control immunity properties?
It does. I think it's 30%. It might be 25%, but my brain thinks it's 30%. But is it enough to get past a Ruby Scepter? I don't know. So
Melodic Strings ticks could be pretty nasty.
Yeah.
The turn 1 active.
Yeah, Horrify, Silence, Big Damage, and Attack Steal. Well, for those of you that don't know how the competition is going to work, it's quite simple. There are a few rules. First of all, it's first to 3. So you need 3 wins, you get it. But there's one slight caveat. You have to have a defensive win as part of those 3 wins. So if you're only winning as an attacker, it doesn't count as a victory. And in the rare instance where nobody wins on defense, after 9 wins each, what happens, Smeegs?
You both die.
Yep, you both got eliminated, and you put in the loser's bracket. So you do not want to draw here. It's pretty brutal.
No. Win or die.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, let's get the first matchup underway then. I should be logged in on these accounts. I think they're pretty A-okay from Scribe. We can get a thumbs up in chat from him if they are. And I'm hoping that these people have set up their teams in their what's the word? Their preset lineups.
You may need to take a quick look at Moptosh and just check his armor real quick.
Okie dokie. I will take a quick look at Moptosh. I will bring up Moptosh's account on screen as well, so everybody can also enjoy what it is that Moptosh is bringing to the table. So yeah, let's go take a look at Moptosh's account. I believe I've got it loaded up now, just double checking. Yeah, this looks correct. So here we are on Moptosh's account. Is everything in the formation preset? This does look good. Is this correct? Wait a second, there's an Eloise here. What the? That's not right. Okay, let's back out for a second. It should be here. Should be all class gear. Okay, so that's all ranger. That's all mage. That's all warrior. Ooh, the stones don't look good.
Yeah. It's interesting to see the it'll be interesting to see the stone progression on the different accounts.
No, but this looks good to me. I don't see any hidden skins. That's one of the rules, right? You're not allowed to wear any skins. It's a very easy thing to accidentally forget about as well if you've been using them
this is true.
Off the book, but I don't see anything that's alarming me immediately. So yeah, this should be good. So Moptosh is the defender for the first fight. So we are actually going to go not on his account. He is going to be attacked. So he should have his team set up in his defensive formation. So folks, here we go. As attacker, Sedated is going to hit up Moptosh. Will he get the win? His lineup is as follows. Mockman in slot 1, Waldeck in slot 2, Unimax is his slot 3, into Cruz, Nakia, and then finally Fiona for the shields, alongside the most interesting choice of this matchup, the Fox Pet. So, fight 1. We'll go to 2 times speed. That Unimax getting a taunt on the ticks. Yeah.
On ticks.
Wow.
Waldeck down. Shields from Fiona. We forgot about the shields.
Yeah. Oh, but the Cruz!
Oh.
Is he going to pull it back?
It's not going to be enough. It's not going to... Oh, Garuda with an active, though. Holy crap.
Garuda... And the carry with the revive.
True. Oh.
Bro, I thought that was over from the Waldeck, killing the other Waldeck.
Yeah.
But Garuda is definitely one to watch.
That was nuts. That was a defensive win.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up a defensive win for Sedated. So...
What was the healing like from Garuda there?
Insane.
11 million. That's huge.
That's absolutely colossal. To be fair, I kind of felt like Moptosh was going to win that first fight a little bit, just because of the Garuda's strength, but I wasn't expecting it to be that nuts. So... yeah, that's...
It was definitely a seesaw.
It's definitely one word for it. Oh, dear. So, yeah, there's the crown to signify a defensive victory for Moptosh. So all he needs to do now is get to 3 points. It was interesting, in my comment section on YouTube, a lot of people were saying, if you're not running Garuda, you might as well not be entering the tournament at all. Which is bold.
They might prove to be right.
All right. Well, we've got ourselves Dragon Pet for Moptosh as the attacker. Let's see how this one goes down. Take 2.
Let's do it.
Moptosh versus Sedated. So it carries... that energy steal is ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the Waldeck died straight away. Now we're just waiting...
Maybe that's his...
You think that's his strat?
Yeah, just having is it Blood Frenzy pop off?
You just don't expect it, do you? You think Moptosh is going to lose, and then the Garuda out of nowhere.
She's the perfect combination of tanky and burst.
Yeah, like you just watch the fight through, and you're like, oh man, Moptosh is so gonna lose. Moptosh is so gonna lose, and then just Garuda gets the active. Oh my word! I
remember Garuda dominated PvP back when well, that was before Trans came out. She was the hero.
Oh yeah, for sure. We now switch to back for Sedated as attacker. So the way this is going to go, it's always we swap attacker, and it's randomly generated by the tournament generator itself. Let's see if Moptosh is going to get himself another win here. So we bring ourselves in for what could potentially be the final fight of today, or maybe, just maybe, Sedated will get a win here.
Only one way to find out.
Damn right. Let's go. So the taunt... Oh, didn't get triggered on that Unimax.
No.
Waldeck first to die.
Waldeck's... Yep, as planned.
But the cruise getting triggered by that Tix active is brutal. And then, let me guess, here comes Garuda.
Stunned each other. Yep. The wipe.
Garuda too strong, guys. It seems we have ourselves our first winner of the round 1, Moptosh. Congratulations, Moptosh. That was absolutely brilliantly done. And
top job.
Yeah, definitely presenting Garuda as a force to be reckoned with this tournament. And I think this is a really suitable moment to talk about our sponsor for today, Smeegs.
Smears Cheese.
Smears Cheese, that's right. Anything you want to share about Smears Cheese, the well-known Australian cheese brand?
Oh, look, you know, if you're looking for that perfect combination of class, but also something that appeals to, you know, the common working bloke, you know, you can't look any further than Smears Cheese.
Oh, classy, but working classy is what you're saying. It's
exactly right. It's affordable, but, you know, it's good taste. Pair it with anything you want.
Great. Pair of feet. That smell you get from grandma's house at Christmas. It's all those things.
Look, if you wanna, if there's only one way to find out, but so far, through rigorous testing and, you know, the utmost quality control standards, we found that 99.9% of the time, nothing better.
99.9. Wow. Mate, that's a promise only Dettel could give, so I'm impressed. The attacker, I believe, is the talking scribe, and the defender...
Bendy Man.
A bendy, yeah. So anything you can say that's noteworthy about this matchup as we go in?
Well, a Bendy Man is running Ada, and she's using the only candy bar in the tournament.
The only candy bar Ada to be expected. Wow.
Which, honestly, I'm a bit surprised considering the re-emergence of CC as a viable thing. Obviously, it only counts as the stun, but there's a lot of heroes who stun.
Yeah, Cruz. I mean, there's even a Valentino in this tournament, so it could be good.
Yeah, stun immunity is pretty nice.
Potentially very strong. And on the topic of stun, Bendy Man also seems to be running a Gloria, which, according to Bendy Man, so it's a very reliable source, is an excellently intelligent choice due to the bubbles and his team's natural lack of speed. So I think he's basically gone, right, I'm not going to get the stones to outspeed my opponent, so I'm going to have to come up with a better reactive way to stun them. And Gloria seems to be that solution for him. Surprised he didn't choose Cruz, but maybe the damage that Gloria brings is that much better.
This is true.
Actually, you know what? Let's talk about Scribe's team real quick. Anything about Scribe's team you think's noteworthy? I mean, we've got the Holmes Young in, so there's 2 Holmes Youngs, which is going to be exciting.
Well, Annabelle seems to be a fairly unique choice.
As you could be
what we've seen so far.
Very strong, potentially for shutting down Garudas. Now, there is no Garuda in this matchup, but if, Scribe does face them either in the losers or further in the winners bracket, this could be something fun to see.
There's also the EOS but probably a burst hero, you'd think.
Potentially,
particularly with melodic strings as her artifact of choice. Round 1 active, extra damage dealt.
And correct me if I'm wrong, EOS burns, right? Or
this is true.
Is that just
and
the Transcendence form? Yeah, and the Phoenix Energy is what I'm thinking. So yeah.
Apparently this is the only Annabelle and only Runes Power in the tournament.
Only Runes Power Freya.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, let's see it happen with Scribe as the attacker. Okay, so both...
Solid start. Oh, the stun immediately.
Gloria, yeah. Dang. Oh, it's looking fairly even right now. The Freya's down for Bendy Man.
Wow, that was quick. Holmes Young with an active, though, for Bendy Man.
Yep. Oh, this is a pretty even matchup, actually. Oh, there's a hit from EOS.
Carries down. There goes Mockman.
Oh, the Gloria active.
Oh. Freya. I don't think she's going to do it.
No. Dismantled towards the end there. And
that was fairly even.
Big damage coming from Ada, Holmes Young, and Gloria. Really respectable.
Yeah.
Surprising amount of damage from the Freya, actually, from Scribe's standpoint.
This is true. She held in there with that Runes Power.
That was crazy to see. And that's going to be a defensive win for Bendy Man, which is, again, off straight up round 1 defensive win.
That's particularly impressive considering how rare we thought they might be.
Yeah. So here we go. We switch across now, and you can see it is 1-0 to a Bendy Man. So after that, do you think this is going to be another 3-0?
That one seemed to be a little more even than the previous matchup, where we could see, once Garuda got her active, it was pretty much over. That one seemed pretty close. Like, if the Gloria gets knocked out early, or even the Holmes Young, it might be a different story.
Potentially. Well, Bendy Man comes in as the attacker now, and I think, it was a pretty close fight from Scribe and Bendy Man, so this could go either way. All comes down to the CC, I think, and how well this Gloria does. So let's see her in action once again. Good luck, Bendy Man.
Scribe's Holmes Young goes first.
Oh, there's the EOS hit. Big damage. Carries down.
Carried down. Gloria's still got hefty amount of HP, though.
We've got active skills coming from Holmes Young, Ada, and that's a lot of active skills Bendy Man's about to throw at Scribe.
Yeah. I think that might spell... Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems Bendy Man's team, even though it doesn't look like it's going to do well, once it gets that round 2, if you haven't killed his team by round 2, you get destroyed, basically. Like, Ada goes...
Exactly.
Holmes Young, massive damage. Whew.
The synergy is quite up there, really. I mean, particularly between Gloria and Holmes Young.
Yeah. Definitely. And I think there is a chance that Gloria's stun could shut down faster teams. If that can happen with Bendy Man's team, he could see himself with a really good tournament ahead. Or, due to the fact his team relies so much on that round 2, he could just get torn apart. It depends. Because, as we all know, Mim seals the deal against round 1 wins, right? He's just going to go... So, potentially, that could tear apart Bendy Man. But fortunately, there's no Mim for him here. And that'll be another
considering
win.
that both occasions we've seen the carry go down in round 1, that could prove quite telling in teams that he might face with a Mim.
Yeah, it could just help Mim and hinder himself at the same time.
This is true.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go again with Scribe as attacker. See if he can redeem himself or if it's going to be another 3-0 sweep.
Let's hope.
Here we go. Let's bring it out. Good luck. So, as you can see, a lot of basic attacks coming from Bendy Man. Here comes that big EOS active.
Carry survives this time.
Holmes is stunned, though, which is interesting to see.
Interesting.
Yeah, that Gloria really putting in work. And we do get, I mean, 3 active skills coming up here if we hit round 2, again from Bendy Man. So just watch here. There's the Ada. Then we're going to see Gloria and Holmes Young.
Yep. Well, Holmes Young's hanging in there at the moment. There they go.
The cleanup from Gloria once again.
4
Absolutely.
kills.
Yeah, decimating. Secret hero that we've not been considering. Maybe some of you have considered, but honestly, this is the only Gloria in the fight, and she could prove absolutely incredible. So, yep, there we go. Our second 3-0 victory. Smeegs, what do you make of that?
I think it's pretty telling, to be honest. If CC and Sustain seems to be king so far.
Yeah.
Seen it with Garuda in the first matchup. She just held in until she got her active. And the Gloria and Holmes Young combo was too much.
It seems so. Now, round 3, or at least the third fight of round 1, should I say, to be technically correct, we have Rhizobium and John Nomad. 2 very, very interesting matchups here. I really, really like this pairing. So, Rhizo is bringing to the table a Rubido Valentino. Now, he's a slow hero, but that overload passive, it could do something.
Could be very strong. He's also the only hero in the tournament. Well, the only Valentino.
Yeah, and we've got double doves. We have, if you can't run 2 of a hero, you might as well run 2 heroes that do the same thing, right? So we've got Sherlock and Holmes Young.
That is particularly scary, I think.
And then Silence and Horrify from the Ticks.
Yeah, and then you've got Parry Energy Stealing, all bolstered by Rogan.
Yeah, with a legendary artifact choice here, Invisible. Did you just not get a Fearless Armor or Plate of Courageous, as it's known amongst the youngsters? Like, what happened?
This is some blatant disrespect, I think, you know. This is a purposeful choice to, you know...
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't even need best artifact choices to beat other teams. I'm going to put an Invisible on my Rogan.
And on the topic of blatant disrespect, let's move across to John's team now, who is using the disrespectful man himself, a Rubido Cruz, the hero that shuts down all your plans, and a spicy Punisher on a penny. I think that could do well, maybe. Who knows? It's
also the only penny in the tournament, so we have 2 unique heroes in this matchup.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. And if I had to hazard a guess, Rise's team probably factors in the heaviest use of CC in this tournament, at least so far.
And with no Purify, that could be...
That's going to be devastating.
Yeah, absolutely devastating.
An interesting one is that Antlers Cane Morax.
Yeah, big damage, but potentially too slow? I don't know.
Well, he's paired with Fiona, so he's going to get, you know, the shield boost.
And the healing from that as well. Interesting observation.
This is true.
So Fiona plus him could be good.
There's also a Demon Bell Tix, so that's going to be a round 1 active for him.
Attack steal, nice.
You've got the double burst of Penny and Tix, and then you're going to have the later round Garuda and Morax, depending on how long he holds in, because if he makes it to round 4, he's going to go off.
And that, I think, raises the biggest question of this matchup. Riser doesn't have Garuda. John does. That could define the entire match. It doesn't matter how much CC you have. If you fail to CC that Garuda, it could be curtains for John. Curtains for Riser. And we could see him in the loser's bracket. Or we could have our first back and forth.
This is true. I think Riser's team depends solidly on keeping either that Holmes Young or that Tix alive, because without them, he's lacking the damage to take out that Garuda, especially with a golden crown.
Well, let's bring ourselves to Rhizobium's account. And I think I have everything set up. We're going to be facing John for this one. I think everything's...
No. No preset.
No preset because he has not ever built an E5 hero on his account. So we are going to have to put in the team manually. So
see, this is hardcore IHXC.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we are going to be running a Sherlock alongside a carry and in the front line with that legendary Valentino, Holmes Young, the disrespectful Invisible Rogan, and of course, Tix. And Riser says, don't question the Gustin. Some people on YouTube also suggesting Gustin could be a sleeper hero for this. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone has brought him to the tournament. Let's go find out how this team works. Let's see if the CC is as formidable as it could be, or are we going to get blown out by a Cruz and a Garuda, as so many will probably predict for this matchup.
Oh, yes.
Let's see what John brings to the table. Here we go. So, we start off Holmes Young.
Shields up.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No damage, but doves.
Yeah, there's the Tix.
Oh.
Oh, wow, the Morax getting CC'd. The Garuda's so low health.
That's insane. But as soon as a hero dies, if she's the first to die, she was. Holy cow. That was unexpected.
Holy crap. Was that our first full team wipe?
It was. I think that's also the first time the attackers won first round.
Yeah. Holy cow. That is going to be straight up a round 1 win for Rhizobium.
Well, Holmes round 1, dub 2, what, 2, 3?
It's ridiculous, yeah. Just straight up first thing, dub, frontline, gone.
That was very impressive, to say the least.
Do you think we could run Riser as a favorite, maybe, or is it too early to tell?
I think it depends on how consistent Holmes Young can be in dubbing opponents.
Yeah.
Which he's pretty good at, so you know, you might want to start leaning towards Riser.
Well, should we throw together our little team then? It's going to be John as the attacker this time, hopefully bringing the lineup to the table that gets a win this time round. I sure hope it does. We slide across. Here we go. And we have John as the attacker. Will this Cruz and Garuda seal a win? Is Riser's CC too strong? We go in for the next fight. Here we are. So things to expect here. Things to watch out for. I know I'm going to take this to 1 speed. Look, there's the doves.
We got and a stun.
Yeah, it's Valentino's overload.
Immediately down.
Yeah. Oh my goodness me. Oh, Cruz stunning.
Stun. He's got Rogan. Could have been better. But now Garuda's, you know.
She just got energy
stolen.
Yeah.
That's huge.
She's still alive though. Oh my word. This is crazy. It's round 3.
She's never going to get an active skill, and she's going to be CC locked.
Absolutely. And there's the first time we've seen a monster all tournament. Oh my word.
And then that poison damage over time.
The only hero that was allowed to move was Tix. The disrespect.
That's huge, and that's a defensive win.
It absolutely is.
This seems like it's going to be another wipe. That team was stronger on the defensive than it was attacking.
It just comes down to that CC, doesn't it? Absolutely wild. Well, healing, though, from Garuda, you know, probably the biggest healing stat we've seen so far, but, I mean, that doesn't mean anything if you're dead, right?
It was over from round 1 when Holmes Young dubbed 2 and there was a stun on Fiona.
I think we're going to have to go take a look, guys, at another 3-0 sweep. This has been unpredictable. I think, obviously, this is only round 1, and things are going to get a lot tighter when we bring ourselves deeper into the winner's bracket, or things could get interesting in the loser's bracket, who knows. But with a defensive win for Rhizobium and a 2-0, it literally comes down to him as the attacker if this is going to be another 3-0 sweep. Very much could be. Let's see it played out.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Let's watch this one go, folks. Do we get early doves? We do. Wow.
2 doves, but no stun. Or the overload.
That Penny does nothing. She's too slow. Dead. Oh my goodness me.
Borax down. Ticks returning.
Yeah, it's that
But
Ticks.
Garuda has an active.
Not anymore.
Oh, stolen energy. Oh, that's brutal.
Oh yeah.
And it's just over. It's just over. CC too strong.
I can't believe it. We haven't had wins this decisive. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, Smigs, what time is it for you in Australia at the moment?
Currently, it's 10 to 6 in the morning.
Wow.
But there is no place I'd rather be.
What, with your old buddy MK?
Except maybe on the beach, the margarita, staring at the sun and the surf. No problems. Just relaxation.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well...
Anyway, where was I?
I don't know.
No place I'd rather be.
No, well, indulge me, Smeeks. If you were going to enter this right now, right, based on what you've seen so far, what heroes would you, like, come on, who would be, like, I don't want, like, the full 6, but who would you definitely consider? Like, who would you just put in?
You've got to go with Holmes Young.
Holmes Young, yep.
He's a must pick at this stage.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you'd still
Cruz,
go with Garuda?
It's after watching that.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right?
The thing is Garuda was front line, so she was taking a lot of hits early on. But she's very weak against both Carrie and Amun-Ra, who we haven't seen yet.
No.
So she's a bit of a gamble, I think. She's very strong when it works out for her. And you can't kill her with Mim. Oh no. Which is a big thing.
A lot of this will probably come down to what is your opponent running, right? We don't really have an established meta, so how do you counter a meta that doesn't exist?
It's just guesswork.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, it looks like those who guessed CC is king coming out on top.
Yeah. Well, we have now another matchup, which should be pretty exciting. We have me as the defender against our attacker for the next fight. It is none other than Rubido. So Rubido is running a lot of the heroes who we've mentioned. I've actually was discussing this team with Smeeks before the stream, because you might see a Morax on here and be like, what the heck are you doing? But it's a fast one. It's got Warhammer of Hopelessness. If you don't know what that does, it makes you quick, gives you HP, and it gives you crit if you're an Abyss hero. And you'll notice I'm running the same thing on Nakia.
Exactly right.
It's a solid artifact.
That Unimax is an interesting one. Crown.
Yeah.
No Rui Scepter.
It makes me wonder if this Unimax is here to clean up rather than CC, because we've got Energy Steal from the carry. We've got, I mean, we've seen good things from Tix already and Holmes Young, so that's no surprise. And in the Cruz is good.
Oh, Rui Scepter Cruz, that half health stun is going to be brutal.
For sure, for sure. Now, if I was going to ask you something a little too wild, do you think I stand a chance?
Well, it's hard to say. Your team's the only burst team we've seen so far. You're running the only focus in the whole IHXC.
I'm surprised. I thought everyone would have predicted that there'd be, a load of Rogans. So I thought everyone's going to be running focus, right, to counter the Rogans?
I think we've only seen 2, maybe 3 Rogans this whole time. The most common hero has been Tix, Holmes Young, and Garuda, I think.
So far, yeah. Crazy. But one thing that we haven't really considered a lot with these teams is the stones. I went to extensive effort to make sure that I had max stones. I'm not going to say they're good, but I wanted to make sure I had the speed. Yeah. So maybe I'll win on speed here. The Rogan plus the Assassins, it could be an early blowout.
Are you going to do enough? Are you going to do enough damage though?
Well, I'm looking at this. I think Mim might get this for me, because who has he got to counter Mim?
This is true.
Who is gonna live?
Yeah. I mean, he's CC immune,
Hmm?
which is huge, especially as we've seen so far. If your Faith Blade can knock out that carry and set off the chain reaction,
I fear the opposite might happen. I fear my Faith Blade's gonna hit that cruise, and my team's gonna get stunned.
This is true. And then you've got a round 1 active from Holmes Young.
Yeah.
To look forward to.
Yep.
You're gonna have your energy stolen by carry. And then on top of having your attack stolen when Tix goes, she's gonna slow you down as well.
So it's going to be a fun and interactive fight, I think. I think there's a lot of options and a lot of ways this could go. And the only way we will find out is if we put Rubido to the test against your old dog, MKX Jump. Let's go swing. Here we go.
Let's do this.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Nakia goes first. Then Mim, you hold.
Faith
that
Blade.
round 1 kill. Damn. This is what you wanted to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a wow. Wow.
Yeah, wow. I think wow is the only word. That cruise absolutely got
annihilated.
Yeah.
Faith Blade with the round 1 kill. Absolutely obliterated. And then Mim followed by Focus.
Yeah.
Focus did more damage than your Faith Blade did.
Clearly. That was unbelievable. Well, you know what that means for me?
That's a defensive win straight up.
It absolutely
Who was expecting that?
I honestly thought I'd go out round 1. I'll be honest with you guys. I thought that was going to be the end of me. I looked at Rubido's team. I thought it was going to be complete disruption, that Morax was going to clean up. And yeah, no. So many bonuses that I have that just boost my team that just tore Rubido to pieces.
Yeah, when it works, it really works.
But when it doesn't work, well, yeah. I've seen my team do bad as much as I've seen it do good. And yeah.
An interesting thing to note is that the Cruise Rui combo is actually the most common one seen in the IHXC.
Makes sense.
It's appearing in, I think, 5 lineups from what Scribe has told me. 5
lineups in the entire thing. Yeah, Scribe did a little cross-analysis thing of all the teams to see who has what, basically, to see whose teams are bringing what to the table. He found that, 11 out of 15 teams have something unique about them. And he was seeing what artifact and hero combinations are the most common. Do we know what the most common artifact used in the entire tournament is?
Ooh. I'm assuming Scribe would know that.
I'm assuming.
But from what we've seen so far, I think I've seen a Rui every single time.
I think it could be Rui Scepter, because speed and CC are looking like the 2 biggest things.
Yeah. There's also Melodic Strings has been very popular.
Yes, it has. Well,
that, energy and extra damage.
Well, let's go ahead and see how I do as the attacker this time. With the lineup, we have Ada, Faithblade, Mim, Rogan, Nakia, and Focus. Can I tear him up? Will I lose? Let's find out. So, we'll keep it at 1x speed, I think, for this. Watch that Faithblade. Instant kill in the Cruise.
Round 1 kill. Oh.
It all comes down to that.
Survived a little more on this one. Rogan taking out Holmes Young.
My Mim is down.
Oh,
wow.
But I think you've still got it.
I do. Yeah.
That was far closer than last time.
Much, much closer. Tix, terrifying hero. Huge damage coming out there from Tix. My team runs the weakness of being very even. It works together very nicely, but I mean, what are you going to do against a carry and a Tix when they hit you hard? I could have died there. That could have gone either way.
Yeah.
And
the big thing about your team particularly is every single hero works in synergy. But if that's disrupted at all, it falls apart.
It's elegant. imperfection, I think, is the way you would look about it. You know when you've made something so beautiful, but you sneeze, like it's like a house of cards. I think is the bit. It's just it looks nice until someone sneezes.
I think with your team, we'll be able to tell it by round 1, the end of round 1, if you're going to win or not.
Yes. Yeah, there won't be a lot of... I think my team's not entertaining. Is that what we're trying to say? Yeah.
No, well, I mean, if Faithblade doesn't get the kill round 1, if that the MIM damage doesn't get triggered, if Focus doesn't come in behind that, everything has to go right. Yeah,
I think I've noticed against a few people I've tested against, my Focus does nothing unless they have a way of buffing themselves. And that's really tough. I've noticed people that don't run Rogans I have a hard time against. Although that said, Rubido doesn't, but then again, there are some heroes he is running that will manipulate their own stats. So fortunately, there's some trigger, but arguably not as much as it could be. Once again, Rubido as the attacker against me. Let's transition across and see how we do for the potentially the last fight. This could be another 3-0 sweep. Here we go. Let's see it. So we start off. There's the Nakia critting on the Cruise. Did not kill Cruise. Oh my word. Ada got stunned. Rogan got stunned.
Nakia's stunned, but Morax and Cruise are down. I think this might be a win for Yeah, no.
Wow. So the lack of the kill on the Cruise gave Rubido the win.
Exactly as I said, if you don't get that round 1 kill from Faithblade, it's bleak times for you. Absolutely.
So we see for the first time of our tournament so far, I guess we're going to see a fourth fight.
This is the 4th round.
It's a 2-1, which is good. Finally, we've got ourselves a tournament. I'm nervous. This is going to be fun.
Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed. So we start off, we see Nakia softening up the Cruise. Then, there it is.
The kill. That's it. It's game over.
Absolutely dismantled. If I get all my attacks out, which I will, because there's no disruption from the Cruise, that Unimax doesn't sweep, and Mim.
And carries down.
Yeah, Mim getting the kill this time. And that's it. That is absolutely it. We called it. If Cruise fell, I would win. If Cruise lived, I wouldn't. That is going to be a 3-win to me, 1 win to Rubido, and there you have it, folks. That is the end of that fight right there. So, Sol's up next.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting one.
I think it is. And a lot of people have said Sol's top seed for multiple reasons, but I think the biggest reason is Sol, in his wonderful journey as an Idle Heroes player, has purchased many accounts. And when we announced the IHXC, he found an account that had a spare server, which followed all the rules, where he dismantled everything and had a ton of food. So he was able to build a lot of heroes for this, to do a lot of testing. Now, unfortunately for him, a lot of us started from the ground up, so he didn't have anyone to test against. But recently, he has. So he's potentially put together something very spicy that we can come ahead and show you now as we bring to you X Marcus versus Sol. Let's take a little look at this one.
Immediately, you'll see Sol's Cruise.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about that one is it's only wearing boots.
Oh, really? It's not
no other armor.
Just going for the speed. Bold, bold. I cannot wait to face him with my Faithblade and instant kill that Cruise and punish him for that poor choice.
But
yeah,
he's still not the hero. That Cruise is still not the hero with the least amount of gear.
Interesting. So this tournament we have a more naked hero.
Yes, a completely naked hero.
Wow. To think, right?
Boots and all gone.
This is terrible. Do we need to turn this into an adult stream? Do we need to change platforms real quick? Because naked heroes.
Smear's Cheese is prepared for anything.
Oh wow, you support naked heroes. That's nice. Yep. Smear's Cheese's new model, free the nip. Am I right?
It's 2022.
Heck yeah.
You know, We're even bringing out some, fashion designs. Cheesecloth is all the rage this year.
Oh, that's get in the bin. Right, let's look at some of these heroes. I'm loving X Marcus's team, by the way. If you could ever say to me, literally, iconic heroes from pretty much all the PvP metas we've seen. We've got Receptor Unimax, Energy Ticks, we've got Aspen making a return, and probably the first Aspen and only Aspen of this whole tournament, I think. Or
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Wow.
What I do know is that all 6 of Marcus's heroes are running speed HP.
That is impressive. That's tanky and fast. That's terrifying. And
especially with Ada and Holmes Young, and especially Holmes. Not Holmes. Unimax with the Rubiceptor.
Oh, that's a chunky boy. Yeah.
And they're all boosted by Rogan.
Yep. So that's why you go for the HP, because Rogan's giving you the attack. And I'm looking at that Ada, and I'm terrified. We've seen a Candy Bar Ada, and this follows the same principle, getting that control immunity from the Snow Harp. Not 100%, but still something. But the active skill
is going to be devastating.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can confirm that is the only Aspen.
Brilliant, then. I look forward to seeing what wonderful things that Aspen could do. There is a chance he could trigger Cruz, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah.
Who do we think will be fastest on Marcus's team? Would it be Unimax or will it be Ada, do we think?
I think Unimax is definitely going to be quicker. Speed HP with Receptor will push him ahead, definitely.
This is true.
But the question is he going to be faster than the Nakia? The Nakia is probably the fastest hero Sol's got here. AMB, Assassin, speedy naturally. Whew.
This is true, and boosted by Rogan.
It's
also the only Sarja in the competition.
And, it's funny that you say that, because a lot of people late on, I mean, like literally a week to go, were like, oh, have you seen Sol Sarja? This hero is... Oh no, was
brutal.
Generally the response. It's Sarja is going to tear things up. You think Faithblade is good? Sarja is reworked Faithblade on crack. It's and we have a Faithblade in there as well. So if you want a burst team at its potential finest, Sol is bringing that. We have X Marcus with a defensive fast team, but is it fast enough to beat the Assassins? We don't know.
He's also bringing the CC with Cruz and Holmes Young there.
Absolutely. So
best of both worlds.
For sure. If you had to put your money on who you thought was going to win, who would it be, Smeeks?
Oh, I think Sol's going to be too strong here. That Sarja combination, as we saw during some testing, was brutal.
Well, I personally think there's 2 things I want to say about this. First, it's a shame that this matchup has come in round 1. I feel X Marcus could have had an amazing tournament, and being pushed.
He has a chance in the losers bracket.
He does if he gets pushed down by Sol, and likewise if Sol gets pushed into the losers bracket. Like I wanted to see both of these run through the winners and come together maybe in the semis, but this is an early mix-up. This is like Magnus Carlsen facing Renly Ding, and suddenly it's like, oh man, why do they have to face so early on in the tournament? What's going on here? But that's the joys of an unseeded matchup, my friends. Anything can happen.
This is true.
And I think I'm in on the accounts.
We were making so many references to men's tennis earlier, and you went with chess players instead of tennis players. Come on.
What would you rather I was gonna do, man? Well, like we've got Roger Federer versus Nadal. Better. Is that what you want?
You should know better. Smears Cheese is a sponsor of men's international tennis.
Really? Excellent. Well, next time Tim Henman wants to come out of retirement, I'll give him a ring. And,
thank you.
I'd let him know exactly what he should be enjoying. But right, yeah. Thoughts on the Murray brothers?
Ryan, they should try our new Gorgonzola. It might do some good.
Savage. Alrighty, let's go bring ourselves to this matchup here. X Marcus is the attacker, Sol is the defender, and oh my, I'm just shocked, by the way, at the level of these accounts. I assume they're legal. I think Scribes checked them. It's just surprising. Just so you know, guys, X Marcus's account is level 269. Sol's is level 271. So they've clearly dug accounts out of the woodwork for this one.
Yeah.
I think they're cheating. They're not though. It's all a-okay. Oh my god. I have to scroll through so many 10 stars for X Marcus. Let me show you this. I did not expect this in the slightest. Take a look at this, guys. At what I have to scroll through for heroes. This is X Marcus's. Like, I thought Sol was stacked on 10 stars, but that's a joke. Why is there a Gru? Oh my word. That's bold. Either way.
Well, I mean, there's attack reduction and armor stripping.
Yes. Okay, let's go. Imagine.
If Prometheus was in this tournament.
Yeah. Well, Gru, Oberon, best combo. Sure. I'm surprised we haven't seen an Oberon Flora, actually.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
I think Oberon might be a bit slow.
Slowberon? I mean, what if you give him a Receptor? All he needs is the basic, right?
This is true.
But the Twine is a bit slow, you're right. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
Let's do it.
Apprehensive but excited as we go to face a terrifying lineup. Okay, Nakia is obviously first.
Holmes Young. Even with speed HP, he's still slower than...
Taunt, and the Holmes Young got taunted.
Oh.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Where's his dove going? Oh, but X Marcus is getting dismantled, though. Unimax not getting doved? Oh, wow. Wow.
Solid hit, but stunned immediately by Cruz. Oh,
Aspen! Holy crap! Oh,
that was huge. Charge of... Oh.
If you could see my face right now, I just full-on pop-jumped.
Crap. Aspen MVP?
Wow. Yes. I don't know what I just saw.
Sarge still did 7 million damage.
Oh. Honestly, you know what I think won this fight? It was the taunt on the
double
taunt. Yeah. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight on our hands. X Marcus as attacker takes the win round 1. Sol not clutching that necessary defensive win. And we are going to go straight into the second fight now with Sol as the attacker. Oh, this is...
Oh, if you weren't pumped before.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
What way do you think this is going to go? Final predictions. What do you think, Smeeks?
I think the taunt won't be so lucky this time around, and Sol's going to take it.
Okay. So, let's find out then. Let's watch this Unimax. Triple taunt!
Oh!
Faith
4
Blade!
taunts!
Wait, four? Oh my... So Cruz is taunted. But Aspen is stunned! Oh my lord!
And Sarge is still up and running.
Oh no! This is delightful
Unimax
content.
Is down. Tix is down.
Cruz is down. Ada with the active.
Ada.
This could go either...
Aspen's stunned. I think the Sarge is going to take this, I think.
You think? Ada's still got this, though. It just depends on if this Holmes Young wakes up. Oh my god,
Oh,
Ada!
that's so much damage.
There it is!
Wow, that's a defensive win!
What? Oh, how? Jesus! I can't even! I cannot even!
Holy shit!
This is the best thing we've ever done. Oh my goodness me. X Marcus.
Are you not entertained?
That is a second win and a defensive victory for X Marcus, which means he is
Aspen did nothing. Aspen did nothing that round.
Yeah, which is just showing you how versatile this team is from X Marcus. Holy crap. And Sol saying, watch me win on defense now. Anything is possible. Absolutely anything.
That's a defensive win. That's a defensive win for Marcus. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Sol needs to win the next 3 fights.
Yeah. But with the attacker's advantage, we go now with X Marcus. Is this going to be a 3-0 sweep against Sol, the person everyone thought was going to win this? I have no idea. Let's just see it play out. It's going to be beautiful.
Taunt Let's see what happens.
Yep. Could we say now Unimax is the most powerful hero? No, we can't.
No taunt. Oh, only one on Faith Blade.
Oh, and there's the
Oh, and
Holmes.
no Sarja.
Aspen is down. Oh, here comes the
Holmes
Holmes.
with the active.
Yeah.
I think that Holmes has to be taunted, otherwise it's a win for Sol.
Yeah.
Ada coming in clutch though.
So when I said X Markers had a well-rounded team, what I really meant is it depends massively on Rudiceptor Unimax. Wow.
Oh.
That
The comeback?
Potentially. Oh my word.
Comeback.
But I would not want to be in Sol's position right now because seriously, Sol has to pray that Unimax does nothing in the next 2 fights. That's Sol's win condition, right? But that is a defensive win for Sol, might we add. So both have won on defense, so they both get the crown here. So it's literally first to 3 now. That is all we're playing for. So it's either 2 wins for Sol, 1 win for X Marcus. Anything could happen at this point.
That is nuts.
Oh, yeah. So, folks, here we go into what could be the final fight. I don't think it will be. I think we're going to get another Unimax low roll. Maybe X Marcus can calculate the probability of his Unimax taunting, because then you've got some fun stuff, because you can afford to lose fights in this tournament, right? You definitely can. So people might say, oh, well, it's not consistent. You don't have to 3-0 sweep. You do not.
But he also has to land that taunt on Holmes Young.
He does. He does. So there's a lot of sticky wickets to play around here. Let's bring it in then.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, goodness. So we start, as always, Nakia into the Unimax. Triple taunt, but Holmes is free.
Aspen's down.
Was that Sarja that killed Aspen?
I think so.
Oh, my goodness me.
Tix is going to get an active, I believe.
Not if Holmes Young's got anything to say about it.
Oh. This is going to the wire.
Yeah. Now, one thing about X Marcus's team, I feel like he's slower. He has to be, right? Because these assassins are so much faster, yeah.
Well, Nakia and Holmes Young go first every time. For Sol.
Yeah.
Defensive or offensive.
And even if he was speed tied, Sol has the attacker advantage, so he breaks the speed tie.
That's 2-2.
That is the first 2-2, might I add, we've seen. Is this going to be a reverse sweep for Sol?
Ooh. The comeback is on.
Absolutely.
The comeback is on.
Oh, yeah. So, X Marcus...
This would have been so great as a final.
It would have been. You say that like this won't be the final, right? Because it is totally possible that X Marcus goes into losers, sweeps losers, and comes back to face Sol in the final. That's assuming Sol wins all his future fights. Maybe Sol gets knocked out. Maybe we'll see Sol and X Marcus in the losers again. Anything could happen.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So, yeah, let's see. For what will definitely be our final fight. The winner takes all. X Marcus as attacker with a team so reliant on Unimax 3000 that it's a joke. But if Sol gets that taunt on his Holmes Young, it could be curtains.
It's all over.
Yeah.
It all depends on this.
And there it is.
Taunt. 2 taunt.
Let's see if he can pull it back. Aspen lives.
Sarja.
Tix is down. Oh, that's beautiful. That means Aspen will synergize with the Tix, killing his target.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a brutal active.
Yep. It will be. All that Holmes getting eaten by Unimax. And here comes Aspen.
Here it comes. Oh, he's stunned. He's stunned.
Oh, the Cruce! No! Why would you make Aspen the slowest hero?
Oh, and Ada's stunned too.
No way! We need, like, the most insane...
Sol's gonna clutch this.
I mean, Holmes has an... Oh, the Faith Blade stun! No way! Oh!
Sol has come back from 2-0 down to take this.
Crap.
Holy shit.
This is why you came, ladies and gentlemen. Our first reverse sweep of the entire tournament. No one thought that was possible. Not I, anyway. I thought it would be decisive. but that certainly wasn't.
That was
Both teams proving themselves.
that was insane.
Even with attacker's advantage, X Marcus didn't clutch it. He got a defensive win. He got the first 2 fights down. He was popping off, man. I think he opened a beer early. I think he was going, Mom, I'm about to beat Sol. This is so good. But no. No chance.
I think that he'll do very well in the losers bracket, is for sure.
Oh, yeah. 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 Unless... I mean...
That Faith Blade for Sol did nothing in the first 4 matches.
And they clutched that stun on the homes.
Oh.
And folks, we've seen so far, I think, 10 of the lineups for this entire tournament. And we have what will be, I think, probably this will be the most entertaining matchup, I think, of all of them that we'll see, at least today. Mm-hmm. We have a team I'm terrified of this tournament coming up next. And we have as well someone who I think we can say without a doubt wins best sport. Absolutely. It's going to be a cute fight. I think that's the best way I could put it. Our attacker for today is Tort. Anything you want to say about Tort before we get into this?
I mean, it should at the very least be a quite interesting matchup since there's some diverse choices there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think his artifact lineup is probably the most unique of anyone we'll see in this entire tournament. But you know what? Tort, he's a good sport, right? He's a good sport. His team didn't have as long to prepare as others, but he still entered anyway, and I respect that, right? I absolutely have to give him top credit for this. And folks, his opponent, oh no. There's
Mr. IKEA himself.
Mr. IKEA, that's right. Representing Sweden for the day, we have Stewie. But Stewie, back at it again with the disrespect. Now, you know when we talk about artifact choices on these heroes, it seems that one of the more common artifact choices for Rogan is, you guessed it, it's back, invisible. How is this piece of crap on another hero?
What are the stats for invisible again?
It's HP block.
HP block. Why does Rogan need a block artifact?
Because clearly Plate of Courageous it's too strong. It's Stewie's nerfing himself. It's the disrespect, I think.
Yeah.
Straight from this.
Antlers Cane Mim is a very interesting choice.
Oh, it's filthy. You know what it might be? You know what Stevie might be going for with this one? It might be straight up that he's like, I need this Rogan to die. That might be his strat. He's like, I don't want to look like I didn't try to build him healthily. So I've to save face, he's chosen invisible, but his secret strat is just...
It seems like the Swiss way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like you wouldn't just run a magic source or something on this guy, but no, Fiona's got the magic source. Like, this is a flimsy-ass team. But funnily enough, it's not, because this Garuda is going to just anchor in with that golden crown and get the finish.
Absolutely.
Assuming Mim doesn't anyway. The fun thing about this Mim, he's attack skill damage, and skill damage is actually kind of good in a 10-star meta when your skills actually don't deal a lot of damage. 200% on a passive can be boosted quite nicely with skill damage. Combine that with the Antlers Cane. It's
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely nuts.
Is that Nakia running a... is that a... That's not a red or even a green. Is that purple?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what some of these artifacts were. I know that is that a Heavenly Bead Garuda? It's spicy.
It is. Wind God Messenger Waldeck.
Oh yeah. Tort came prepared is definitely the phrase I'm going to say for this one. I don't think there's anything more to say than that. Tort is... I've just realized his team is the wrong way round. Excellent job, me. So let me professionally fix that live on stream for you guys. Watch this. Watch. You ready for some witchcraft? You're all
bam.
Yeah, it's going to blow your minds, this chat. This is, by the way, shout out to the Talking Scribe for these incredible graphics that he's provided for us.
Absolutely.
It is just
absolutely
stunning.
Fantastic job.
Honestly, you couldn't have done it better. He's an absolute legend. And folks, let's go ahead and bring Tor in against who is going to be IKEA himself, Mr. Stewie. So, yeah,
I've just been informed that Ignis is running a talisman of block.
Oh, the block
on
talisman.
team.
Wow. And do you want to know some crazy things about his team? I'm not even going to tell you. I'm going to show you some crazy things about this team. So let me bring his team up for you, everybody, here on the big screen, so you can all see. Look at this. He is running a 10-star Waldeck, a 5-star Ignis, a 9-star Demon Hunter. There was nothing in the rules that said they had to be all 10-star. It was just 10-star is the highest you're allowed to build a hero to. So, yeah. This is what we're rocking, baby.
Interesting ideas with like a 9-star destroyer and stuff.
And the monster isn't even level 120, so top marks for entering. And you know what?
Don't choose the level 1 Phoenix.
Dude, what are you saying? The Kentucky Fried Deliciousness right there, dude. I mean, come on, it's excellent. Maybe he's got a core of origin.
Start getting called. You might get. You might start getting called an agent of Sweden if you run the Phoenix.
That's true, that's true. I'm no agent of Sweden. I'm an independent contractor brought in from this guy called MKX Jump. I don't know who that guy is, but I hear he runs a great stream. Let's make this happen.
Sponsored by Smears Cheese.
Oh yeah, let's see how this goes. For the attacker, and the one thing it's Mim's just going to clean up, isn't he? Is that what we're about to see here? Yeah, oh, Nakia holding up. Oh, that was massive on the Garuda. Finished off by Stevie's Garuda. Waldeck holding strong here. You know what? If we're going to Waldeck sweep.
Oh.
No. Oh!
This is the first clean sweep we've had.
That's the cleanest of sweeps. Oh my goodness me.
That hurts.
Yep.
Is there any healing? Any healing to redeem?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Of course there is. Garuda's doing something at least. In fact, Garuda nearly out-healed by a 5-star Ignis. Make of that a little something something.
This is like the what do they call it in Pokemon where you set the extra challenges for yourself? Is it Numlock?
Nuzlocke.
Yeah. Nuzlocke. It's like the Nuzlocke variant where you don't get an E5.
Well, I mean, I got rid of my Garuda after I'd unlocked the Void. I just wanted the light food from Cores, man, so I could build that Faith Blade and Ada combo.
You do it so that you never get an E5 in the first place.
But what are you going to do with all those Cores of Transcendence?
They sit forever.
Yeah, it's sad. Waste of resources, man.
Forever and ever.
Well, here we go into the second fight. And you know what? You got to give it to Tor. His team is actually not getting straight up one shot from hits. Although, same thing happens there. True. Fiona hits the Garuda. And I think we're going to see the Mim clean up once again. And there's Tix is active.
Oh, just Tix. With the resources he's got, it's impressive that it's not getting wiped out immediately.
Yeah, and it's identical fight. Same healing from Ignis, same healing from Garuda. It's zeros across the board. We're going to go ahead and watch our probably final matchup here. Is it going to be another clean sweep? Probably. Yeah, big damage there on Nakia. Finished off by the Garuda. There's the Mim damage. Woo! Fiona one-shotting the Waldeck this time, giving us that mix-up.
Wow. And Tix wiping Garuda.
Yeah, Mim with the big damage there. Zeros across the board. Healing, slightly better for Garuda this time around. But there you have it, folks. That is the end of that fight. So, Smeegs, tell me, you surprised with that result?
I can't say I am, but I feel like this is the start of Court's redemption/villain arc, where he does nothing but prepare for next season of IHXC.
Yes.
Comes back and obliterates the competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't let me down, Tort.
Yeah, respect for entering, for sure. I think he's the people's champion, if anything. We'll see him in future fights, and he will be backed.
Right. In our hearts, Tort won.
Absolutely. And I think that's going to be the fun thing about this series. Obviously, this isn't going to be the only IHXC we do. It is the first, but it won't be the last. I think we are going to get some villains. I think we are going to get some heroes. Because if there's one thing I've learned about sport, no one likes the winner, right? So
exactly right.
If someone turned around to me and said, MK, where do you want to come in this tournament? I'd say winner of losers, and then I want to lose to the actual winner. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I would hate to win.
So does that mean Stewie takes most hated right now?
Well, I mean, I think Sol has got a target on him for eliminating X Marcus with that reverse 3 sweep. That was pretty good.
That was impressive, but Stewie just bullied Tord.
Oh, the people's champion. Yeah. Stewie's committing, probably there's some country has a crime against what just happened there.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Thank goodness we don't live in either of those countries,
After this first bracket, we should really run a poll on favorites and enemy number 1.
Oh yeah. Least hated and most hated.
Oh yes.
That'll be great. All right, we have our final matchup of the first round. It is going to be Terra X420 and the Fadge. Interesting accounts here for us next, and I'm going to bring them up on screen for you guys. 1 second. Anything we've got of note on these guys whilst I'm doing that you have from our game master, the Talking Scribe?
Well, I think Fadge has got a pretty solid setup at the moment. But he's definitely got, a unique lineup. He's running a Horus, I believe.
Oh, this could be the block team. It is the block team. Oh, baby. Get a load of this. We have...
Fantastic.
Yeah, it is fantastic. What I can only describe as good stuff from Terra X420, who is running Sherlock Holmes Young for the double doves, Cruz for the stun. Honestly, I think... I'm just going to say it out right now, Terra. I think you've played it really safe.
This seems like most generic versus most unique.
Yes.
You've got a Seahu in there too.
Yeah, pure blockage.
First Eloise.
But you know what he's not running? He's
Garuna.
He's not running invisible. A block team with no invisible.
Jesus Christ. Get in the bin.
Oh, yeah. You love to see it. To be fair, we might see amazing things from Horus. Who knows? He breaks free from CC after getting hit 3 times. So
that's a very good point, actually.
He could be a sleeper hero. And then we've got, come on, there's the Eloise. You know what I would have loved to have seen here? A Suicide Ignis to give the Eloise control immunity.
Oh, that's a really good point. I didn't even consider the fact that Ignis can give control immunity to heroes against...
early days.
CC. Oh.
Early days, and people haven't thought of that.
As it stands, she'll give EOS control immunity.
Yeah, which, maybe that's the play. Maybe there's been some clever testing here from Fadge, and he was like, actually, you know what? The Magic Stone Sword is enough. I want EOS with that melodic strings to do all the damage.
Yeah. And circling back to that generic comment about Terra's team. His team, his heroes, actually, 5 of his heroes appear in 5 other lineups.
Wow.
So it truly is a generic, thus far, generic lineup.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're just going to have to go and see just what he brings to the table with this. It's like when you see those Pokemon teams where it's like, you see those really interesting combos and then it's like, oh, yep, he's just running the good Pokemon this meta. And I think that's what we're going to see from Terra X. So if I had to say favorite for this fight, it's definitely the Fadge. If I had to say predicted who's going to win, my money is on Terra. But watch this one closely, in fact, because you might find that even though Fadge might not win this, he may genuinely be bringing some interesting hero choices, which you might be able to put into your teams. Like the Horus, for example, even though he might not win the entire fight, Horus still might do something. So
he'll be very good, especially against Sherlock and Holmes Young, because he'll break out of the doves. And he'll also be able to break out of Cruz's stun.
I wonder, does he actually break out of doves? Because I think doves shut down your passive abilities. So it is a passive ability of Horus to break free. Do doves
That's a good point.
counter Horus entirely? Because I think people have said that doves stop Valkyrie from triggering. So if doves can stop Valkyrie from triggering, can doves stop Horus? Not that that's ever been an interaction we've had to worry about in Idle Heroes, but it might be now.
True. And considering that Seahu will also boost Eloise's and Horus's block, And then you've got Fiona with her shields. This is a seriously tanky lineup.
Oh yeah.
You've got the heals from Ignis and Fiona too.
Mm-hmm.
Boris will heal himself every successful block.
Well, let's go see exactly what happens. No more speculation. We have Terra in the attacking seat. We have Fadge on the defensive. And hang on a second. Why is he using Lion in his preset? Is this a clerical error? Ah, it should be Lion. That's Scribe's bad. Okay, yeah. So you see on the matchup, it says it's a dragon. It is in fact a lion. We will get that fixed for future rounds during the next break. But right now, you're going to have to just pretend that this dragon has had its wings clipped and is indeed a magical, fancy beast of the wilds. Okay, let's go and fight.
The lion it always wanted to be.
Garor, king of the jungle.
The Fadge?
That's the one. Let's bring it. Here
Reset.
we go.
This is going to be very interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm keeping it on 1x speed from now on. It just makes for a better fight. So, okay, Rogan coming out. No block. And, oh, the shields, man. You got to remember that from Fiona. There's Carrie not doing a good job of stealing energy. Oh, but the doves.
That's really strong. That's another block from Horus. Let's pay attention to that. No block that time.
No, he might not break free from this. Oh my word. I don't even think it's going to matter. Yeah, that Holmes Young, just unfair. Absolutely unfair. I know he didn't break free.
No. Well, he wasn't blocking.
No. He got 3 blocks off, though. Just didn't break free from the dove in the process. That is straight zeros.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
No, so Terra gets the win on that one. That is an attacking win and a very decisive one of that. You thought the sustain team would do well? It did not. And we find ourselves with a win for Terra X420. Okay, so we start off hitting the Ignis. Ignis lowest HP, it seems. Okay, there's a block from Eloise. She comes out. Watch this Holmes Young now. Here's the active. Is it going to get doves again? Fiona down. No doves for Holmesy boy. Oh.
That's a low roll.
Yeah, so I want to see a massive active from EOS here. Oh. We just... Okay. There's Horus.
Is Ignis going to go down there?
I don't know. Here's the EOS now, though. Bam! Oh.
That's not as impressive as I thought it was going to be.
No, I thought we were going to see something real spicy there.
Eloise just dead.
Yep, that was the mark from Carrie getting the better of her. Sia who's down. And this is the problem with a Sia Who team, I think. Sia Who takes a long time to set up.
Wind up.
Yeah, I did not think he was going to be good in this meta at all. He's designed for sustain, with no unbending will, no purify. You just can't afford to rely on getting so much. You've got to give it to EOS, though, trying to hold in.
She's doing well.
She is holding up, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Oh, Lion gonna... Yep.
You know what I'd love to see on this team, Fadge? I'd love to see a Bell Rain. Just to try and keep whoever remains in.
That would be great.
Yeah. I'd remove the Sia Who and swap it for a Bell Rain if you did want some kind of crazy sustain. Maybe even Gloria. You know, play into that I want to get hit, let's stun kind of strat. But that is going to be another win and a defensive win of that for Terra X. So as you can see now, it is 2-0 to Terra X against the Fadge. And I think we can say pretty confidently that our final fight of round 1 is probably going to go to Terra X420. Do you think there's any way the Fadge can bring this one back?
I'd say he definitely has a shot if there's a few low rolls from Holmes Young especially. But it's not particularly likely.
Political words there from Smeegs. Not particularly likely. Let's go see if that's the case. Best of luck, Terra X. Here we go. We start off. Again, Ignis lowest HP getting hit by the Rogan. And watch this Holmes Young. Carrie comes out there with the energy steal. That means the moment Eloise attacks, she's going to get hit by that mark. So sucks to be this Eloise right now. Carrie marks are brutal. And so are those dubs. Half the team turned into a Flappy Bird.
Fiona with an active, though. Oh, never mind. She's gone.
And Eloise, here we go. I think the moment she attacks, it's going to be curtains. Here we go. Watch this, Eloise. She's ready. She's raring.
Wait.
And she's dead.
And gone. Oh, that's brutal. I don't think Horace got off a single attack.
Nope. Just Home'sJUMP's too good.
Matches.
Yeah. I also believe very firmly that Fadge's team is just too slow, right? It just can't pull itself in. Like, Sustain's nice, but you're talking about Sustain lineups built around Transcendence heroes who are insanely quick. And this is just brutal. You've got to remember, one thing people forget about Home'sJUMP, he isn't just rocking some of the best CC in the game, he's also one of the fastest heroes in the game. Yeah, that was devastating. But there we go. That is the end of round 1. Should we go and take a look at the bracket as it stands so far? You can see our first fight was a win for Moptosh, who'll be facing the person who got a bye in round 1. That is Man. So we have Moptosh against Man. We're going to have a Bendy Man against Rhizobium. We've got, oh, cock. Me versus Saul. I'm off to the losers bracket, baby. And we have, ooh, that'll be a fun one. Stevie versus Terra X420. Draw your attention down to the losers. You'll see we have Scribe against John Nomad. You have Rubido and X Marcus and Tort alongside the Fadge. So, yeah, this is crazy. And whoever loses that, or wins, sorry, against, what's that going to be? Is it the loser of... Oh, it's the loser of 14 will then go on to play against Sedated. So, yeah, that is interesting. And
match of the losers round 1 bracket got to be Rubido versus Marcus, right?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be nuts. Rubido, our first person to bring it to a back and forth fight between me and him, and then the same with X Marcus alongside Sol. That was a really fun matchup. So those two together, I mean, it could be a clean sweep for Marcus. It could be Rubido's. It really depends what happens. So there you have the round 1 matchups for the Idle Heroes 10-Star Cup. For future tournament coverage, do hit that subscribe button, as you will be getting more updates from the tournament coming out very, very soon. As well, guys, if you want to take part in a tournament like this, the next one is going to be in October. So join our Discord and find some rules in the description down below to ensure that you are building a team that is legal for this tournament series. Either way, folks, I look forward to hearing what you guys think of this tournament overall, and I'll see you next time. Until then, though, happy idling.